Now look, I'm not saying that you're racist if you thought that the pyramids were built by aliens. By the way, they weren't. I'm saying that that original notion was racist, because it posits that ancient people of color could not have built something when there are similar structures in Europe that we take for granted were built by human hands. For example, the pyramids at Giza are 4,500 years old. But we don't question the Caire of the Baronese in France, which is much older, going back to 4800 BCE, and is one of the oldest surviving examples of Neolithic art, like it says right here. It still uses bricklaying techniques, it still is an absolutely massive structure, but we don't question it, because it's in France. People can ask all the same bullshit questions, like how did they manage to shape the bricks, and where did the materials come from, and how did human workers make something so big? And if your snap judgment is, yeah, but the pyramids were made in the desert, there's that insidiousness again. You're assuming that people who live in the desert couldn't have come up with tools and methods to make giant structures like other people in other climates. And there is no particular reason to assume that historically. Want some other examples of structures that are as old or older than the pyramids that we never question? The Çatalhöyük in Turkey, that's definitely pronounced wrong, but that's 7400 BCE. Newgrange, Ireland, we're looking about 3000 BCE, it's disputed. The, Holberg I'm definitely saying it wrong. Anyway, 3000 BCE as well. The Nap of Huar, Scotland, 3500 BCE. The megalithic temples at Malta, also 3500 BCE, the list goes on. But the thing is, history is largely taught with a Eurocentric bias. Get further and further away from Europe and America, the more there's this implicit idea that people were not as advanced. And that idea, though the backbone of our educational curriculum, is racist. And we are only right now really taking steps to de-Eurocentrize and decolonialize the way that we teach history. And this thought, which may seem harmless, that people could not have built the pyramids in Egypt and instead it was aliens, is harmful for a couple reasons. Number one, it's just straight up denial of history. Number two, it is more science denial because it says humans can't do things but aliens can. And three, as long as there's this double standard where stuff like the pyramids are questioned but other great Neolithic works of art like the ones that I showed you are not, then that is implicitly racist. That doesn't necessarily make you racist. That doesn't mean that you think a people are inferior. But the original notion came from a racist thought. And everyone, even perfectly good people, need to be wary of stuff like that. Because little insidious racist thoughts like that are everywhere in our culture. And especially good non-racist people need to work hard to avoid assumptions like this.